So, brothers and sisters, we've come to the end of our Easter Day celebration. I want to take a moment to reflect on the way that we understand the word church. And we're not, in a sense, talking about a physical location of a building now. We are the church, the people who gather in the name of Jesus Christ is the church. So this morning, no matter where you are, I hope you feel the sense of unity and fellowship that exists around the world. You are a part of something very special indeed. In a way, Easter was never meant to take us back to normal times, but was and still is intended to make all things new. For Christians, it means the proclamation of release over suffering, hope over despair, and life over death. That we are continually reminded that this is no special time in which we live, for there is no immunity for COVID-19 granted to physically gathering together or worshipping God. So we must be at one with God for the time being. And as a Benedictine member of the Camaldolese order of hermit brothers, I understand what it is to be to have solitude in one's life. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. You can gain great strength from it, and you can gain great knowledge in your own faith. And in the silence, that's when you hear God. The public response, by and large, to this crisis, this pandemic, has been extraordinary. Demonstrations of love for one's neighbour has reached new heights throughout the world. And in our own streets, we see rainbows in the window, written down by children, to the collective clap for the NHS at 8 o'clock on Thursdays, to the vast numbers of you who are isolating at home to save lives. It is all of it an extraordinary expression of compassion and love. The most remarkable thing about the rainbow is God placed it above the skies after the great flood. It was a promise to Noah and his descendants, that no matter how bad things will get, the rainbow will show you that there is an end to all suffering. And so it's really, really important that we display our rainbows in our homes to support those in our local community. This will be the first Easter perhaps for centuries, if not for millennia, possibly since the days of the early church, where the fathers, the Christian fathers, the early church fathers, when Christians across the globe will be enabled to join their fellow believers to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. One biblical text stands out and gains new meaning in a way in this global time of uncertainty, and that is Matthew chapter 18 verse 20, which reads, "For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I am with them." I think really we should say, where I gather, that is where God will be. I'd like to tell you a little tale about a very well-known saint. As a very young man, at 19 years old, he was confined to his home for over a year. His return to a very loved place was put on hold because his family wouldn't let him go, because they thought he wouldn't be safe and he'd be safer with them. So he passed the time praying, reading, tutoring his sisters, and reaching out to his friends whom he could not see in person. He could have done this by leaving home. He could have done that straight away against his mother's wishes and gone back to where he knew his vocation was. He could have sulked around the house. He could have complained about how his lot was unfair. He could have cursed God and stopped praying, too angry at him for making him wait to start his life. But he stayed. He prayed, He found that solitude with God. He hoped in him. And this hope did not disappoint. The situation ended and he finally could go to his true home, the monastery. He became a priest, a theologian, a philosopher, and a world-renowned teacher. Today we know him better as St Thomas Aquinas, Doctor of the Church. I hope that little story from many, many years ago rings true today and perhaps puts some perspective into maybe what's happening. We can't always see what is coming, but as St Thomas Aquinas did, he listened, he prayed, he used the best of his time, and he served others whilst doing so. And I think that's a lesson for all of us. And finally, I finish with the words of St Paul to the Galatians. Let us not grow tired of doing good, for in due time we shall reap our harvest if we do not give up. And I thank you for watching, and I will be posting more videos coming up in a week and certainly next Sunday. But for now, I send my blessings on God the Father, Son and Holy Spirit to you and all your family.